a gray, swirly looking debuff on people. That debuff is going to pull people into a vortex. We have approximately 2 to 3 seconds before we start taking massive, wide damage. We go 4 or 5 seconds, we're wiping. So it's important that we get that debuff off, and it happens a lot. So we're going to have to trade off and do it fast. And by fast, I mean the second you see it, you cleanse it. Don't worry about your burning your cleanse. If somebody else has already do it, do it.
All right. We're gonna wait for everybody to get in. It basically looks like a vortex.
To me, it's great. So maybe my eyes are screwed up. But you'll know because more than likely you'll be dragged into it. And it's really interesting, and I have no idea why, but for some reason, some healers who have it on them have trouble cleansing it off themselves. And I don't know if it's a mechanic or just the screen or what, but you got to be able to clear it fast.
Hey, Dark, was it this fight that one of the, what was it, the
Scoundrel heal.
scoundrel heals?
Yeah, the cleanse on a
cleanse causes it
scoundrel
to
heal
explode?
makes it explode and hit everybody around. So scoundrels cannot cleanse it.
Balls. So that leaves me and who else? Let's see, Commando, Gunslingers. Oh, we're screwed.
Yeah, I've got one. I
Sarah.
think it's called
Commandos and
Field
swords
Aid.
can cleanse it, but smugglers cannot cleanse it, or it blows up on the.
So just me? Am I the only cleanser?
Mark.
No, because we've
Mark.
got
Sarah Kingdom is the sage.
Okay.
I've got one.
Ikbarin is a commando, so
Yeah, I've got one. I think it's called Field Aid, isn't it?
it's
Yeah,
the one that
just scoundrels.
cleanses negative effects.
This just counts. For some reason, the scoundrel cleanse makes it explode.
And same with the operative cleanse on Impsa.
Yep, I've got one.
It should look like a... I forget what it looks like on this side, actually. The icon for the commando cleanse.
I can't remember.
Yeah, I see it. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, it looks like a backpack. What it looks like.
Okay. Does it have like a 1 minute cooldown or less?
7.7 second
Field Aid.
cooldown.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Field aid is what you have for a commando. It'll look like a first aid kit.
Yeah, that's what I've got. And it says cleanses a friendly target of up to 2 negative 10.
Yep,
That's it.
Yep, that's it.
Cleanse.
that's
So you-
good. You want to keep that handy.
Very handy.
I moved it where I can get to it real quick.
Good. I usually keep it on the same row as my heal bar.
Ditto.
Yeah, I posted a layout at one point of the things that I do, and there's... I think I
have-
traded my interrupt off of that bar for the...
You already have a share request
I don't
for
know
the
that I have
weekly.
a weekly, but I shared the op.
AFK for a moment.
Yeah, like for example, I use my middle click usually to interrupt, but on this guy, I have my interrupt on my middle mouse button click on the restoration, which is my cleanse.
So I don't know that there is a weekly. I don't have it. While we're waiting for everyone to get here, do we want to run the explanation? The camera's rolling, by the way.
If you have to do it twice, I wouldn't mind.
Go ahead and was Phoenix the one that walked away?
He's AFK.
Okay, well we'll go ahead and have him explain it when he gets back.
Yeah, he likes his explanations better than mine, which is true and fair because they are better than mine.
So how have you guys liked this so far for like Wolf and Wade and I mean, so many people.
Wonderful. Very wonderful.
And even though you see some of us were kind of like at each other, we've known each other for years. So it's just like me and Denise, we can sit there and cat scratch all day long, and we're.
Yeah, that's discernible.
I'm back if you were waiting.
I think we're waiting on Phoenix. He's going to do the explanation.
This is to see who's here. This is to see who's here, not to start the fight. If you're here, it's ready.
I'll be right back. I'm getting a cup of water.
Okay.
I'm thirsty.
All right.
Who is Walt? Is that somebody who knows the fight or doesn't?
Yeah.
That's Jake. He knows the fight.
Oh, and we could explain because it's Dark, Jake, and Phoenix that are not here.
Okay.
We're waiting for Phoenix to explain.
We're about to go wait for Phoenix to do the explanation.
Yeah, because Phoenix does a very good explanation, and because
I'm back.
Yeah.
Phoenix, could you go ahead and do the expo?
We missed you.
Oh, did someone already do it, or you asked
Nope.
me to do it?
Well, I was waiting for you to do
Okay,
it.
we're gonna kill this thing. So have a.
Nice. That's
Epic.
what we waited for, huh?
All right.
Alright.
So okay. So seriously now. The boss is. Hold on.
you can walk up to the mesh where the Revan is.
No, I was getting my target markers.
Yeah.
So the tank's gonna hold the boss
I'm back.
about there-ish to begin with. Depending on how you want to do it, I know each tank has their own different way. Anyway, ever so often he's going to drop this oil stuff that he lights on fire, so the tank's going to have to move him, and then move him again, and again, and again, every time he drops the oil stuff. The important things to note when attacking the boss, ever so often he'll do this drill probe thing, so a drill will pop up out of the ground and poke you, and interrupt whatever you're doing for a second, and you'll take a little bit of damage. If you're attacking him, and especially if you're a melee DPS, do not stand behind the boss, because ever so often he shoots fire out of his ass. I am not joking, and it'll cause some nasty damage.
It'll rip your hair.
Yeah, so stay to his side.
If you look as he's turning his head, there are two little wings on the side, on either side. You want to basically be standing underneath between those two wings when you're
Yes.
attacking him.
So, yeah, it's basically a burn. Watch out for the mouse droid. Watch out for the mouse droids. They drop out every so often. There's like 5 or so of them. The best thing to do is if the melee can catch them quickly, they can use their whatever AoE they have to sort of hurt them. At the same time, the range can drop AoE down basically directly under the bosses, because that's where they spawn from. Because if you don't, they like to roam around and seek targets and explode.
The healers.
Yeah, they like the heals. The last thing, it's the thing that Mark mentioned before, the vortex thing. So the boss will usually launch it. Actually, he always launches it at either a heals or a ranged. I've never really seen him drop it on one of the melee. So whoever has it needs to be cleansed really quickly. If you have a self-cleanse, do not hesitate to use it unless you're a smuggler, in which case do not use it, otherwise you'll make things worse. And at the same time, anyone who's within proximity of the person who got the vortex on them will be sucked towards them. So if you got sucked towards the vortex person, just run away as fast as you can after you got sucked in. And like Mark said before, the thing has got to be cleansed off the person as fast as possible. Yeah. So just to reiterate, the tank will be basically leading the boss around in a sort of square-like pattern around the entire
So Sava,
Arena.
you're going to want to watch how Miguel does this, because one of the things he's going to do, well, any tank should be doing, is when he's leading Karagga around in that thing, he's going to have, there's going to be an oil slick that comes down, and then a second later, oil slick will catch on fire. You're going to run out of real estate to be dragging this guy around for a while, after a while, because that fire doesn't go down. It's still lit for a while. So he's going to not drag it, Karagga, very far, just enough to get out of that oil slick and keep moving.
Indigo,
Gotcha.
is that the path you're following?
That was just an example. I mean, normally you would take the. I'm going to use the red.
Well, you
markers. I would take him back as close as I could to the wall. Over
You don't
here
want to
and then
dead
loop it
end
back.
yourself.
Yeah.
Right, I was going to loop it back, but yes.
Yeah, don't, no, because somebody tried that last time, and I said, don't do it, because they got dead-ended, and it had a hell of a time trying to turn them around.
Yeah.
So best to keep them in a nice, long swath going back and forth across the front until you must do a turn. And
Yes.
call out when he calls out, he's going to say, I'm turning the mob. That means everybody backs up, because for a second, you're facing his ass, and you're going to get fried.
Yes.
Yeah. Straight burn, essentially.
Any questions?
That's it. Also, any question?
Hearing and hearing none.
And, if we go down the first time or something, we'll have to, don't worry, we'll just dust ourselves off and do it again.
Be aware that I probably only have time for one retry if we wipe.
I'm on
That's
stand.
iffy.
Yeah, I'm on standby if you need me to come in.
That's true. So if you have to go defend Canada, we understand.
No, I have to go to sleep so I can defend Canada in the morning.
Heals.
You're right, it's purple.
Pull him back! Pull him
Yeah,
back!
yeah, I see it. Come on.
Get out of that.
Move
Not stand behind him.
Fire in the middle of the room.
I taunted him, he didn't come. Alright. This is an example of
Ah.
what not to do.
Kill those mouse droids. Ikbar Hill,
Can't point him like that.
Yeah, you gotta move him. Like, you gotta
Yeah.
spin him.
You gotta spin him like the wrong other way completely.
Yeah.
We're not going to survive the next vortex with this people low health.
That's better? No. You had it right there, that's good.
Okay, got him. Ayana, you want to move? Sorry. It takes a little bit.
Add. So, you're gonna want to turn to your left a bit.
Got it. Turning a little bit.
Yeah, that's good. Right there. Now hold that line as you back up to avoid
Got
the
it.
fire. Remember, back up just enough to get out of the fire, otherwise you'll run out of room too quickly.
Yes.